everyone, welcome to Book Club Preview. I'm Michael, and today we're looking at The Maze Runner, Chapter 41. And in this chapter, Thomas is still like, oh my goodness, the maps have been burnt, they were code, what are we gonna do? And then he starts going towards where the maps were, maybe somewhere left. Teresa's like, let me out of here! But he's just like, you gotta wait, and he leaves her there. He goes over to the map room and he sees everyone surrounding someone. Albie. And on his forehead, or the side of his head, I'm not sure, on his head somewhere, there's a big rip with blood coming out. And it looks like someone had slammed his head on the table and he just kind of passed out. And then someone burnt all the papers on fire. Thomas keeps trying to talk to Minho, but Minho just keeps telling him, shut up. Thomas tries to say something. Shut up. Thomas tries to say something. Shut your hole. This hole. Shut your hole. And just listen. And so Thomas does. And he's just like, there's some kind of secret Minho has, but he doesn't know what's going on. Then finally, Thomas is like, hey, look, Minho, we need to talk. Bring Newt. Let's go to the prison. So they all go over to the jail. And he's like, let Teresa out. And they're like, what are you talking about? We don't want to let her out. It's like, just let her out. I'll tell you. And they're like, no, we're not going to do it. And he's like, just let her out. We have a plan. We have an idea. Tell us what the plan is. Tell us what the idea is. No, let her out. Let her out. Let her out. Let her out. Finally, they let her out. And she kind of hides behind Thomas, and their skin touches, and Thomas feels this tingle, and he feels a little bit embarrassed. But they let her out, and he's like, we think there was a code in the maps, but we need all the runners to see if they remember anything from the maps, to see if we can figure out what the code might have been. And then Newt and Minho kind of look at each other like they have a secret. And Thomas is like, what? What is it? And he's like, oh, we still have the maps. We hid them. And that's how the chapter ends. Vocabulary: distraught. Distraught means troubled, or your mind is in pain, or thinking of something because there's a problem. Kind of sadness tied in there. Seeping. Seeping is like if I had a towel and I poured water on the towel, the water would seep. It would seep out of it. It would slowly start to soak and come out. So the blood on Albie's head was seeping out. It wasn't like pouring out. It was like just kind of coming out because there was a hole or something, right? Or a slash. It wasn't spraying. It was slowly moving and coming out. Crusting. This is like when the blood dries, it becomes hard and flaky, crusty. Some in the morning time when you sleep, sometimes you might have crusties in your eye, these little dry rocks in your eyeball. Those are crusty, crumbly, dry. Gingerly is carefully. Newt is gingerly, carefully cleaning Albie's wound. The point was moot. This is an expression we say, the point didn't have any value. So even if I argued and said this thing, it doesn't really matter because it doesn't connect to the situation or it doesn't apply. The point was moot. It's kind of a debate term. Soot. This is the black stuff that comes from a fire, right? If you burn a piece of wood and you touch the wood, there's that black dirt. We call that soot. Glowered. That's like a really strong, I hate you look. And when Teresa comes out, she's like, she kind of looks at Minho and Newt with a really angry face, and then goes, hides next to Thomas. Discussion question is, not how, but who? Who knocked out Albie? Oh my goodness, he was our prime suspect in our last chapter. Who started the fire? Now we can see, well, maybe Albie still did it. He could still be crazy, but probably not. Who knocked out Albie and lit the maps on fire? Oh man, this is getting crazy. This is like Sherlock Holmes stuff going on now. Of course, please write your own discussion question. That's all the time that we have for today, but thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Book Club Preview. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hey, if you have any questions about the video today, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. If you had any other vocabulary words that you wanted to know what they meant, let me know. And also, if you're interested in maybe joining one of these book clubs, please leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.